Hey guys, we're going to be answering top 10 most frequently asked questions about BCT from Google's search engines. Listen, you cannot avoid getting yelled at. No matter what you do, no matter how perfect you are, you will get yelled at for being perfect. So the best way to go about not or trying to avoid getting yelled at is, I would say, just do what you have to do, be on time, always be prepared. The gas chamber, I will never, if I had a choice never to do it again in my army career, I will not do a gas chamber. Listen, the day we went to the gas chamber, it was hectic because our drill sergeants were like, "Oh yeah, drink milky products. It lines your stomach before you go into the gas chamber." So some people who had chow before they went to the gas chamber had milky products, and they did. Well, the end story is that they threw up. But my experience is you have to recite the Soldier's Creed, and everybody got stuck at "I'm American soldier, I'm an American soldier." It's a pretty fun experience after it's over, but I would not do it again. Hell no. Food isn't prohibited in your barracks. Well, depending on where you're going. Well, but I know for me, we weren't allowed to have food in our barracks at all during basic and AIT. Yeah. Yes, soldiers are provided with religious services on whatever. I think most services are held on Sundays for us, but I think because I don't want to say this for sure, but I think only services that the only services that don't happen well where I went, which was Fort Sill, Oklahoma, was the Muslim services, which you had to travel off base, and because it was basic training, you weren't allowed to. Well, I don't want to say you weren't allowed to, but yeah, but you were free to go off and do your prayers throughout the day if you had to, or if you wanted to, or if you had the need to. So yes, they allow you to participate in that. Your soldier will end up calling you the night they arrive at whatever base they're going to. And then after that, it's no more phones. And then the next time you talk to them is going to be when they get to basic training, day 0. That's when drill sergeants allow their trainees to call home and tell, well, my drill sergeant told me, call mommy and tell her you love her and you got to basic training and hang up. I was on the phone too long, I got yelled at on the first day. Then again, I also kicked never mind. But yes, your soldier will call you, and after every phase, well, when they phase up, the soldier is allowed to make a 10-minute call home, depending on how the commander is. Some commanders allow their battery slash company to make phone calls home every week. Well, my commander allowed us to call home after every phase, which is every 3 weeks. So yeah. Your ass gets recycled. I don't know how to say that. Well, you have an opportunity to redo it, depending on the time schedule and how everything else is set up. But if you can pass it after retrying, then you get recycled. Like taking your PT test. If you can pass your PT test after the 3 initial times and you go for the makeup and you still can't pass it, you get recycled. You have to start from day one. That means if you fail your last PT test, which is 2 days before graduation, you get recycled to day 0. Your soldier will send home an envelope with the address and everything the day he gets to basic training, which is day 0, not the day he arrives to the base. And that will have the return address on it, and that's how you will be able to send mail back and forth. That's one of the questions that when I was at basic training, my battle buddies also asked. Drill sergeants aren't allowed to hold mail because that's a federal crime. The Army does, because at the end of your training, which is basic to your AIT or AIT to home, the Army is sending you there. That's in your military orders, so it's where you have to be, what time you have to be there, and how all that is set up. Some of my battle buddies from AIT actually thought they had to buy their tickets to home, but the only time you have to buy your ticket to go anywhere is if you have a family emergency or if you're leaving for a holiday block leave. And that's the only time you have to buy your ticket. Well, my favorite part is meeting all the different people that you interact with over the 10 weeks you're there, and the different cultures that you're introduced to, and it just forms a family and a brotherly bond and sisterly bond, depending. So yeah, that was my favorite part, and most definitely meeting the outstanding drill sergeants who want nothing other than for us to graduate on time and become, well, and transition from civilians to soldiers. Yeah, I look forward to making more videos about questions asked about Army training and all that. If you have any questions that you would like answered, please feel free to comment them below.